In today's episode of Tiny Tours, we travel to one of the most scenic places in the USA, Southern Utah. Here you'll meet one young couple who started a unique hotel featuring spectacularly themed tiny homes situated just outside of Zion National Park. This labor of love story became a family business that now captivates and inspires some of the USA's most adventurous visitors. Let's go check it out.
Make this house our tiny home.
Sam and we met on the internet. I was doing school and he was living down here in Southern Utah. When he was a little boy, he dreamed of having a place that he could homestead in and just go off grid, and he loves, being out in nature. And so he used to talk to me about that. When we finally got married, we kind of gave up our dream. We bought into that corporate American lifestyle. Our first year was really difficult. It weighed down on us. Having all those bills and having that big mortgage was a huge responsibility and stressor. And so we just thought something has to change.
I was working a regular job doing warehousing. It was quite stressful on me physically, mentally, everything. And it paid the bills, but I wondered why I was spending all of my money for the box I was living in. So I thought, you know what? There's this whole tiny house thing going on. It's just such a good way to get rid of your mortgage, to own your own house. And the only thing you have to sacrifice is space. You don't really have to sacrifice any of the modern conveniences other than the amount of space you have. So we thought, why not sell our house, downsize to a tiny house, and buy a nice piece of land out in the country and live there.
Sam had this dream of this little property. I went to see it and it was like nothing. There was no water, no electricity, no septic. It was just a big desert. At the time, we were building our tiny house. Our tiny house started getting some traction and everybody's like, hey, how much to rent your tiny house for a few nights? And we're like, wait, no, this is meant for us to live in. But everybody started asking us that. And so it all kind of fell on our lap to start doing the tiny houses. We built the Ark thinking that we were going to live in it, and then we ended up renting it. It took a while for us to build, but we put a lot of love into it. And so in each beam, when we built it, we wrote unity, love, acceptance. When you walk into our home, you feel that positive energy in our tiny house.
It has the most peaceful, wonderful feeling at night, especially when you're just looking out at the big windows, out at the stars.
Building that tiny house strengthened our marriage. I was able to see his talents, and I was able to really appreciate what he's good at and how we can both work together. It took us 2 years, so it took a lot longer than we had expected. But it's so rewarding to basically finish something together and just look back and just see that it's beautiful, that people appreciate it. It's a symbol, I think, of how we've grown, and how we've learned to appreciate each other and our differences and how to work well together. So the tiny house has like 26 trusses, that curvature up on the roof that Sam cut by hand, each one, 26 trusses. But it looks really nice. It actually maximizes the space up on the loft. I wanted those French doors and the bay window because those are the little things that I've always wanted in a dream house.
The house that I'm sitting in right now is the Guardian Angel. It's a 26 feet long trailer by 8.5 feet wide. It's all electric inside, which makes it nice and convenient. It's beautiful. It's got huge windows. The view's amazing. It's got a very sleek, modern look inside. Full-size kitchen, modern appliances, oven, and a loft for sleeping, and a full-size bathroom. We had a company from Oklahoma build this one and bring it to us. We had the house delivered on just a bare piece of land. We had the utilities set up behind it, water, sewer, power. The water on all the houses just hooked up with an RV hose with a heater for the winter, and the sewer is hooked up to a septic system that we have running throughout the spaces. This house belongs to my mother-in-law, Lily's mom.
Sam had quit his job at the warehouse and we started getting kind of nervous. And so my mom, she saw that we were, stressed out, and she really wanted to help us. And she decided to invest some money on a tiny house. And my parents became our advocates. And my mom was the first person that really believed in us. And she donated, her last cent to help us in this project. And there was a time where we felt like we put her in a tough spot because my dad got really sick. We just felt horrible that she had given us this money. We had bought this tiny house and we put her in a tough spot. It's this home. It's her guardian angel. The day that we posted her tiny house, within like a week, the whole house was booked solid for a month. To us, this home is so special. We named it the Guardian Angel because it is overlooking the Guardian Angel Peak of Zion National Park. We just thought it was a perfect name because it's the guardian angel to my parents. It now helps pay for my dad's medical bills. And it's just been a huge blessing because it's really helped my parents out. So I want to share with you about our Mother Eve. Mother Eve to me is this first strong female in ancient scripture. And to me, she was wise. She knew that she needed to go out and experience life. Mother Eve is Sam's mom's tiny house. So she decided to go in on this purchase because we couldn't afford it. When we saw it, it was a little over our budget and we just didn't have the money. And so she wanted to help us out as an investor, and it's been a hit. I mean, it's beautiful. When we showed it to her with that pitched roof, that Tudor style, oh, she just fell in love with it. To me, it's a very feminine home because inside it has this gold champagne bronze. It's just beautiful. And so I thought, ooh, pink and gold and green kind of look like work well. So you see that theme inside the home, the trees, the flowers that kind of defines it with Mother Eve theme.
With our rentals up here, we decided to increase the living space by building a deck outside that has more square footage than the interior of the tiny house. We provide the outdoor furniture, gazebos, barbecue grill, and all the things outside, umbrellas, table, everywhere to sit and enjoy outdoors. A lot of our guests just tend to sit outside and enjoy the outdoors as long as the weather's fair. We are actually about 15 minutes away from the closest town. When you arrive here to the Oasis, you'll realize that we're set up on a little mesa, and it kind of sets us apart from the world. Here we have 75 acres of property currently. The guests can roam around, go for walks, enjoy the scenery. It's a great place to get away, to be outside, to be away from people, and for just enjoying the beauty of the sky, of nature, enjoying a nice fire in the fire pit, and sitting around with loved ones or family and enjoying yourself. I understand why it affects people the way it does. There's something so serene about the mountains here and the views, and it's the feeling of the place that really is the thing that's my favorite part. Coming soon in the future, we're looking to expand a little bit while continue to keep the spacing of our units for the natural beauty and for the privacy of guests.
I hope to have this place be a place where people can come and just feel nature and the tranquility and the silence, the beauty of Earth. You know, we've had a lot of obstacles, we've had a lot of things happen to us, but we've persevered and people really seem to like our creations, and we're so grateful for that.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so that you get a notification every time I post a new video.